This is Josh Hart here for Seconds Out. Delighted today to be joined by middleweight contender Denzel Bentley. Denzel, first of all, thank you very much for your time today and how are we doing, sir?
I'm all good, thank you, man. I'm all good, man. How are you?
I'm doing very well, all better for being joined by yourself. We'll get straight into things. So very recently we've had some fight news for yourself. On May 11th, you'll be taking on Danny Dignam at York Hall. First of all, what is it about this fight that's made you want to take this fight?
Um, I just wanted a good fight, and this is, one of the good fights that are available. I rate Danny as a boxer, and I think it's a good fight, to like kind of slingshot me back into position. So I'm excited about it.
And obviously, before we continue talking about this fight, we'll just quickly reflect on your last one. Despite the fact the fight against Nathan Heaney did not go your way, what can you take away from that?
Nothing much really. I mean, he done well. He turned up. He turned up like just in amazing condition. I just mentally weren't prepared. I mean, I don't think you can train it, but just mentally, I just weren't there, and I paid the price for it on that. So.
Was there any?
One if I can take one thing away is that boxing is definitely mental. So yeah, I
Uh,
got to be mentally prepared for whatever.
was there anything that surprised you about Nathan Heaney in that fight?
No, not really, not really, not really. He just to be honest, he done well to stay on his feet. I thought, but other than that, I think yeah, nothing really surprised me.
And how important is it that you bounce back on May 11th and come away with your hand raised?
It's very important because I'm a person that likes competing, and if I feel like I can't compete at this level or higher, then it takes the fun out of it for me. Do you know what I mean? So the only reason why I'm in boxing now is because I feel like I can compete at a decent level. So yeah, I want to prove that for myself most of all.
And were there any other offers on the table to fight anybody else? And if so, who was offered? Who else was offered to you?
No, not really. Not really. I just said that I didn't want to easy comeback fight or anything like that. I just wanted to get straight back into another decent level fight. And Danny was the first name they threw at me, and I was like, yeah, let's go. Like, what can we get it for? I'm saying, when can we get it done? And like, let's do it.
How highly do you rate Danny Dignam as a fighter? You both share an opponent in I forgot his name.
Janabek.
Yeah, Janabek. You both share an opponent. You both share him as an opponent. Both obviously with the same outcome. But how highly do you rate Danny Dignam?
No, I rate Danny Dignam highly. I think he's a good boxer technically. I think he's skillful. I think he's got a lot of skill. So it's not a safe fight. I mean, it's a competitive fight. Do you know what I mean? And that's gonna bring the competitive side out of me. So
And how are you approaching this fight with him?
um, good question. I'm just doing everything I can in training to to be in the best shape possible, mentally and physically. So it should be a good fight, man. I mean, we talk about what I want to do and all that stuff, but look, essentially, like no one knows what's gonna happen until we both get into the ring. So I'm just looking forward to it.
And we haven't actually seen Danny in the ring for almost over a year now. Do you believe that inactivity on his end might play effect on fight night?
Not really, because he wouldn't have took this fight if he didn't feel ready for it. You know what I mean? I think he would have just been like, no, there's other options because just like he's a tough fight for me, I'm a tough fight for him. So he's not going to take this fight thinking, oh, yeah, I'm just going to get my feet wet a little bit and take this fight and move on. So, I mean, I don't think he'll take this fight if he wasn't ready. So I think he's in fairly decent shape. Obviously, he's in a new gym with Al Smith and Eddie Lamb and stuff. So probably enjoying his boxing again and stuff. And obviously, he's ready to take on the competition. So.
And just moving away from yourself, there's just a couple fights around your way that I'd like to quickly get your thoughts on. We'll start off June 22nd. We see Tyler Denny take on Felix Cash, who's a former opponent of
Yeah.
yours. Who do you side with in that fight and why?
I don't side of anyone. I mean, I think it's gonna be a good fight. I got to give respect to Tyler Denny for the route he's took to get to where he is. He's beat about 3 or 4 undefeated fighters back to back, won himself a European title, and now he's in good position. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's on a roll. Felix Cash, big puncher, speed, physically strong, and also a good boxer. But we got to see where he is because he hasn't been right mentally in his last few fights. So we've seen his performances dip and stuff. So now he's back with a new team and Adam Booth and stuff. He probably, lit another fire. It's probably lit a fire in him and allowing him to really enjoy boxing again. So I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a good fight. And yeah, no, good luck to both guys, man. I mean, I think you'd have to favour Cash because of, you know, but right now Tyler Denny's on a roll, man.
So if you were to pick a winner, who would you actually side with then? Who would you pick? Who do you believe will come out
No,
on top?
if I had to, I would assume Cash, but we have to see where he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, he ain't been active for a while. His last performances were underwhelming and stuff. And Tyler Denny's, he's really come on and showed that he deserves to be where he is. So yeah, no, it's a good fight for both of them. But yeah, if I had to pick a winner, I'm gonna go with Cash. I think that's the obvious pick.
And if you're to come away with a victory on May 11th, how much would you like to face the winner of Denny versus Cash?
Well, I want to rematch with Cash anyway, because that's one of the losses I want to make right. So that's something for whenever it happens. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's an option. That's an option. I haven't really thought about that. I just thought like everyone's on their own path, but that's an option, 100%.
So will you have a close eye on the fight then?
Not really. I don't know. 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 I'm thinking, when's that? June 22nd.
June 22nd, yes.
Yeah, I may watch it. I will. I will. I'm a boxing fan anyway. I wouldn't watch it to be like, oh, let's see who I'm gonna have out of these two. I'm gonna watch it if I feel like it's a good show. So I'll probably be watching it anyway.
Okay, and
If
then
there's nothing else, for some reason I feel like there's another show on, but I don't know why. But yeah, I'll be watching anyway.
I don't think there's anything else in place for June 22nd yet, but we never know with this boxing world. Another fight that I would love to get your thoughts on, June 1st, the 5v5, a massive
Mm,
fight at middleweight, Hamzah Sheeraz versus Amo Williams. How do you see that fight playing out, Denzel?
that's a good fight, man. That's a very good fight. Hamza's improved a lot throughout his career. Um, stopped everyone. I keep going. Stopped everyone at middleweight so far since he's moved up. So, um, he's got power. Amo Williams, big knockout puncher. Everyone knows him. I think it's just one of the ones where if Hamza can take a shot, then he's got a good chance of winning. If he can't take a shot, then Amo might end up knocking him out. So it just all depends on Hamza's durability. Amo's gonna bring it. He's gonna be aggressive. He's gonna come forward. He's gonna try to get inside. Hamza's not really someone that keeps it long. So yeah, I keep you on it. He's not really someone that keeps it long. He's not really someone that boxes from a distance or on the back foot, but he has got a good jab. And if he can use that jab as Amo's coming in, then Amo might not get near him. But it's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. I just think, yeah, if Hamza can take a shot, then depending on his durability, I think he can tough out a win still. But it's not going to be an easy fight for neither of them, in my opinion. But it's a good fight. It's an exciting fight.
And when you look at the stages of where these two are at their career, this is a very different fight for themselves. Not just the occasion itself, but they've never faced anyone like each other before. It's two young,
Yeah.
hungry, up and coming fighters. Do you believe that'll play a factor on the fight night, and we might see one of them possibly feel the pressure a little bit more than what they have before?
I don't think neither of them are full of pressure because I think they both think very highly of themselves. They're not seeing this as a fight where it's like, yeah, it's time to. When I know they need to up the level, but they're not seeing it as like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like time to shine type of fight. Like, oh, cool,
Mm.
we've got to rise to the occasion, and like don't fall to the pressure. I don't think that neither of them are seeing it like that. I think they both think very highly of themselves, and they think they're already at that level, whether we believe it or not. I think they already feel like they're at that level, and it's just about keep improving on they're at that level for the two of them. So I don't think none of them would fall to the occasion or anything like that. I think they'll both thrive to it, if anything.
And were you ever possibly up in contention to become the middleweight representative for Queensbury in the 5v5?
No, no, I wasn't. I wasn't. No. No.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And then the last fight I'd love to get your thoughts on. Just this past weekend we saw Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. What did you make of the fight as a whole, first of all?
I didn't even watch it because I felt like Ryan Garcia was just doing too much trolling, and I thought he's not serious guy into this fight. And I woke up and I saw the results, and I just thought, oh my days. Ryan Garcia, he done his thing, man. You could just tell that he was a lot stronger than Devin. Um, Devin just felt his power and then just couldn't get to his boxing. I think he felt in danger, so he couldn't get to his boxing. I mean, he kept getting caught with that left hook, and it's a shame because he knew about it. Everyone always calls up Ryan about it. They boxed 6 times. Like, how much more can you know your opponent? Do you know what I mean? But and he still fell to Ryan Garcia's strength. So you'll give Ryan Garcia credit for just pushing the pace and stepping on him and just went in there to fight and tried to hurt him. He didn't try to box anything. He just went in there and was literally looking to hurt him, and that's what he done. He hurt him, but you got to give Haney credit for getting up all 3 times. That first knockdown was heavy, so for him to get up and finish the fight, got to give credit to him too, man. But both great fighters, man, and hopefully they keep producing good fights.
And when we look at Garcia's behaviour as the fight week went on, there was a lot of split opinion on social media as to whether it was serious and this is just how he has been, or whether it was an act. What do you think of his behaviour across not just necessarily fight week, but the whole build up to the fight?
Yeah, I still think he's a bit crazy, but I think the craziness played to his advantage. Like I think he honestly in that mind state where it's like he doesn't give a damn about anything or anyone. He's going to do what he wants to do and what he feels like doing, and that's what he felt like doing for the whole build up. But it's just crazy. I just kind of felt like he himself said at the end of the fight like he wasn't in the best condition, which shows that he didn't put in the work that he actually needed to put in. Do you know what I mean? That made me feel like he's probably a bit of a lazy trainer, but he's got bundles of talent, got power, he's got speed, so it makes up for it at this age. As you get older, all that stuff will catch up to you. But right now, for now, yeah, he's able to do all these things. I think the antics were getting annoying. I just felt like, it worked out for him, but at the time I was like, this ain't the way to build a fight. You're not making us feel like you could do a bit of trolling, that's all fine, but you're not making everyone think you're training hard for this. Like, why would I want to stay up? It's on at 4 or 5 in the morning. Okay, why am I gonna stay up to see, you perform if I feel like you haven't put in the right work? But yeah, no, it worked out for him. Devin Haney, gave a good account of himself. I mean, staying. I always thought it's hard to stay focused in camp when you got someone doing total opposite of what they should be doing. So he done well to focus and lock in and get through his camp. But yeah, Ryan played a smart game, and it's only a smart game now because he won. You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, it works for him. What else can I say?
And when we obviously look at it from Devon's point of view, while him and his team would have been saying that we are focused, do you feel there was a part where they possibly weren't as focused as what they could have been, just due to simply
Oh,
the
most definitely. They
obscenity of
probably
what
felt
Ryan
like,
was acting?
yeah, sorry, no, yeah, they probably did think like this guy's he's acting out of control. Like we can get him, like he ain't gonna be well conditioned. He ain't trained hard enough, which he didn't. But he managed to pull it out of the bag. But yeah, I think they kind of thought they're going to use that to their advantage. I don't think they sensed as much danger as they should have. I think they prepared very well, but they didn't sense much danger. Because for Haney and these people to go in there, they're going to stop him. I mean, that was a bit like, that goes against the Haney style. Haney's a boxer, good movement, good reflexes, nice jab. And to be honest, he wasn't able to get none of that off because he got hit with a shot in the first round that kind of shook him. So it changes your whole, like what Mike Tyson says, everyone's got a plan to get punched in the face. So once he got hit, I think it changed, his way of thinking that he wanted to fight.
And then how interested would you be in seeing a rematch between the two?
Um, yeah, I think I'll be interested in a rematch. I think I'll be interested in a rematch. If I'm being honest. I mean, I don't think it's needed, but I think it will be good for the sport. You know, it was such a big fight, and everyone will be in tune to it. But the win for Garcia was so decisive. It was like we don't need it, but if we had one, it would be nice. I'd watch it.
See, I find it interesting that you say you don't feel the need to, because I've seen a lot of people possibly say the complete opposite, especially when you factor in the fact that Ryan missed weight by 3 pounds and Devin made the weight. A lot of other people believe that a rematch is needed where they both make the same weight.
Yeah, but Ryan has said he's moving up. So if Ryan's moving up and Devin isn't, then okay. If they both made 143, it's the same results. I just don't get it. I just don't. Everyone's saying, oh yeah, what's his name? Devin Haney had to deplete himself to get to the weight. He knows how to make the weight. He's a professional. He's made the weight before, and it's a weight above what he was competing at before. So he's more comfortable making 140. And either way, he puts on 20 pounds after a fight anyway, 20 to 25 pounds after a fight anyway. So he would have still put that weight back on. Ryan might have looked big, but it would have been good to know what they both came in the night. But I've never heard Ryan talk about putting on, 20 pound plus, for a fight. He may have, but Devin probably didn't care because he knows he's going to be bigger than him anyway. Come fight night, he was bigger than Regis Prograis, who is a natural 140 pounder, and he still came in heavier than him. He came in 20, 25 pounds heavier than Lomachenko on fight night. He always comes in bigger than his opponent. So I don't really feel like that. If anything, he's lucky Garcia didn't make weight because he wouldn't have his belt. And I know that seems a bit harsh. Garcia missed weight, but they knew Garcia was missing weight. That's why he made the bet. That's why they made the bet, because he knew he was missing weight. And Devin Haney, like I said, he's a professional. I don't think he cared about what Garcia was doing. He's worried about his own work. I'm going to make weight regardless of if you make it or not, and I'm going to do my job, which I've got to give credit for. But I just don't. I don't see the big deal in it was £3. So next time both make the same weight and all that stuff. And Haney was depleted. If he's depleted, then he needs to move up in it. But people like to make excuses. He hasn't said this himself until he comes out and says all of this stuff. The weight got me. He didn't make weight. It's everyone else making excuses in it, which is easy for everyone to do. But yeah, I'm just rambling on. But whatever.
Denzel, I'm going to say it's a good place to leave it. Thank you very much for your time today, and best of luck on May 11th if I don't speak to you before that.
No, thanks.